everyone, welcome back. We have much to discuss today. Many things. And for like the first time ever, I want you guys to be proud of me. I know what's going on. I looked up the album details ahead of time, and I'm now gonna tell you about this. Look at all of my notes. There's so much going on, and it's gonna be a good time. I tried to figure out as much as I can. There's gonna be a few things that I don't really know, but I'll let you know when I get to those. Okay, a couple things before we start. First off, yes, this nail is broken on my hand. However much it bothers you, I promise it bothers me way more. But sand volleyball is more important to me than keeping my nails perfect, so we move on. 2, I am trying super hard to cover everything I possibly can in this video. This was like an hour and a half of me writing everything down, so hopefully I've covered everything you might want to know. There's a lot going on in this comeback, obviously. We're going to talk POBs, we're going to talk album inclusions, we're going to set up for the album inclusions that I know I'm going to have. The only ones that I'm not going to talk about are any Japanese or Chinese pre-orders. I know there are Chinese pre-orders for, there's 4 stores, I think it's With Fans, Star River, Counting Stars, and shoot, there's one more. There's 4 of them. They don't have previews yet, so I don't know what they're going to look like. Buy if you deem you would like to. 3 or C or whatever letter number combination we're on. I went through all of the album inclusions to try and figure out what pages that everything was going to fit in. There are a couple things that I have genuinely no idea how we're going to store these. Doing my best here. D, 4, whatever. Next, I am filming this, as you can see on my iPad, from on Monday, August 11th, which means I am talking to you about everything that we know exists as of right now. I assume because we already have previews for the events that we aren't going to get any more pre-order events. But never underestimate a K-pop company. I have been wrong before, so this is everything that we know about as of Monday, August 11th, as far as Korean stores, the US/international exclusives. I don't know exactly where Walmart is entirely. And then all of the different album versions that we know about. I think that's everything I need to preface in the beginning. If we find out any more information that I think is super pertinent, I'll leave it down below in a comment. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them below as well. Between me and or someone else, I'm sure we'll be able to answer them. But let's get into this because there is so much going on for this comeback. They always drop album details. For me, it's always 11 p.m. because I live in Central Standard Time in the US. And I just remember all of these details dropping and going, oh my goodness, there's so much. So let's talk about it all, shall we? I'm gonna start with all of the different album versions. And I have all of the pictures here saved so we can discuss what's going on and what concepts I think everything is. So for album versions, there are 2 photobook versions. There is, this is the Karma version, which is the limited version for this era. There is the Accordion version, standard member version. We've gotten that for 3 eras so far. The last 3 eras, I think they're exactly the same format. There is the compact version, and then there is the Skazoo version. We're very excited about that one. The 2 photobook versions, this is the Hooray version, and then the other version is the, if you can come here, this is the ceremony version. So as far as I can tell, the Hooray version is this concept, and then this one for the ceremony version, the photo cards at least, that's what I'm referring to here. Look like they're from this concept with the black and white outfits. That's what I'm thinking so far. So as far as the actual album contents that we need to talk about. Photo book, obviously. CD, obviously. We're not storing any of that stuff though. So they come with a photo postcard set. And this is going to be really hard to see. So I've written everything down on paper so I can just tell you. These are 110 by 150, and then the sticker, the removable sticker here, unclear kind of what that means, but we'll see, is also 110 by 150. And some of the sizes on these things, I'm just gonna say this now. Why are we doing this, JYP? These are such annoying sizes for some of these things. Can't we just have a normal postcard size? Like standard K-pop postcard? Is that not acceptable? Anyway, so both of these things are 110 by 150. The only thing that I know that these will fit in is the A4 plus 2 pocket pages by Meow Cafe. To clarify, for most of my Stray Kids collection, I use Meow Cafe stuff, and then I also have Ultra Pro pages. So that's kind of the basis that I'm working off of. I'm hoping that if I just give you examples, you'll be able to compare to what you use, and by giving you the millimeters, hopefully you can find the pages that you need. Obviously there is a photo card, which both of the photo cards for both versions of the photo book version, they're both double-sided. I'm very excited about this. I love that they're doing double-sided photo cards. I think they're so cute. Okay, so then there is a mini poster, and excitingly, I think this is actually going to fit in a pocket. So this is the A4+1 pocket by Meow Cafe. So like you can actually store this one, which I think is cool. And then this is the pre-order only, but Stray Kids sells like 1 million+ copies. You're gonna be able to find these even if you can't pre-order it. These will be floating around basically everywhere. So these are player tickets, which is interesting. I like it. I like themed within the concept. I think that's cool. And these are 60 by 150. Oh, did I clarify? The mini poster is 190 by 140 in case you need a different pocket size. Anyway, the player tickets are 60 by 150. So those are gonna fit in the A4 plus the 6 pocket strips. But if you don't have those, they will also fit in like the 4 pocket size of the A4 plus. And for comparison, since I know not everyone has like an A4 plus size binder, anything that's A4 plus the 4 pocket, that also fits in like an American size A4 3 pocket page. So think like the Ultra Pro 3 pocket pages, that kind of stuff will fit vice versa. And then I don't have it saved on here. I don't think I have it on either one of them, but there is an international postcard. We've had it for the last couple eras. They're gonna do it again. I think it's just any album outside of Korea will get that. However, I think based on what I was looking at I pulled up the Hop one, I think it's a different size. So the one for this era is 165 by 115, which I'm pretty sure is a different size to the Hop postcards. I don't know why we're changing the size. Again, don't ask me. I'm not in the mind of JYP. I have so many questions for Div 1, but whatever, we move. These will fit in the 2 pocket pages, the A4 plus 2 pocket pages, so they're still gonna fit in something. A lot of these are not ideal. They're not like exact fits because Stray Kids just has to be different with their large inclusions. So that's kind of everything going on with the 2 photo book versions. Also deeply sorry if there's a bunch of smudges on my iPad. I use this thing every day, so it is what it is. This is what I'm working with. So for the Karma version, so this is the like quote limited version for this era. Again, they sell like millions of copies. It's not gonna be that limited. You will be able to find it either like secondhand without the photo card or, you know, a little bit later. No need to panic about it. So this thing is huge. Like it's not quite the size of a vinyl, but this thing is bordering on vinyl size. So this is 255 by 255. So I looked up most other vinyls just for like a size comparison. So a standard vinyl, like a big normal vinyl, is 312 by 314. So this thing is getting close to like a vinyl size. So yeah, this thing is huge. Be prepared to store that on your shelf if you would like to do so. So in this album, you get this photo cover set, which I assume, this looks like a plastic outer sleeve, kind of like a vinyl. So I'm assuming this is like member cover little things that you're gonna be able to put in the front if you wanna change who's on the front cover. And there are 9 of them, so I'm guessing we're gonna have one of each member and then a group photo. However, I did figure it out. If you would like to store them, these are 240 by 240, which is enormous, obviously. So the only thing that these are going to fit in that I am aware of is the A4 plus extra wide Meow Cafe, the 1 pocket pages. So if you have one of those massive, huge, enormous binders, that's the size that I need you to be thinking of for this version of the album. It's huge. Did it need to be this big when we also have vinyls? I don't think so, but again, I don't make the rules. So obviously you get the CD and the little cover and then a photo book in this version as well. I am curious as to how big the photo book, like it says it's 40 pages. This doesn't look like it's going to be very thick. Like it looks like it's going to be vinyl size. So I'm very curious as to how this is actually going to look. I don't know. I think this is going to be at Target. So I'm going to be really interested to like go on release day and see this album physically in stores, because I'm very curious as to what this actually looks like as far as the packaging. Oh, the other things you get in this album, you get 2 wristbands, you get both. I assume they're not going to come folded. I'm assuming you're going to have to fold them. And then 1 of 8 photo cards with, looks like hand-drawn, like the members hand wrote Karma, which I think is really cute. And then we get 3 unit cards. I'm curious as to how these units will play out. I'm wondering if it's like 3 Racha, Dance Racha, Vocal Racha. Anyway, I'm very intrigued about these unit photo cards because I am kind of obsessed with group and unit photo cards, so I'm very excited about these. Okay, then this is where I get hung up. I have no idea what is going on with this. You get a clear binder and photo set. So this says it's 180 by 300 millimeters, which I assume is the binder, and then 55 by 85 is the photo set. So where I get hung up on this is that 55 by 85 is the same as like a normal standard photo card. That's not Monstack size. So why do they look this big? I don't like the formatting of this. If they were going to be the same size as photo cards, which it seems like they are based on the sizing, make the graphic that big. Because it does look like there's like a standard 9 pocket, and this one is clearly Chan right here, that they're putting in here. So I don't know. I think they're standard photo card sizes. I could be very wrong on that though, but that's just what I'm going on. And then for this one, the pre-order is a folded poster. This one is too big to fit in anything I could possibly find as like a normal binder page, but it does look like it's folded, so I think you could fold it in half and have 4 members on one side, 4 members on the other if you did want to store it in a binder. Okay, so that's the Karma version. Then we get to the Accordion version, which again, if you're not new to Stayville, we've had these since Rockstar, I think was the first time they did these. So these have been kicking around for a while. Maybe we'll actually get packaging that seals itself this time. I don't know. Because my one qualm with these is the fact that once you like rip the sticker off the front of it and then the cover doesn't stay closed. So maybe we've solved that, I don't know. So as far as this one, at least the front covers is this version of the photo shoot. So if you like the way your bias looked in this picture, which they all look great, that's what these covers are. And then you get like a matching color CD, which I think is really fun. I like that each member is going to be their own color. I think that's really great. I love differentiating. If we're going to have member versions, please differentiate them, you know, make them unique. So in this one, there's going to be a lyric book. I assume that it's going to be built the same way and you'll have like little accordion fold out of pictures of that member. But other than that, you're going to get lyric books. The 2 cut photos are 100 by 150. So these are going to fit in the A4 plus 4 pockets, which is great. Thank you for giving us a normal postcard size for once. Don't know why it was so hard. The CD envelope, which I assume all of this extra nonsense is going to come in. I'm pretty sure the other accordion versions from the last eras, like the CD is just haphazardly thrown into it with the rest of all of this. So based on what I'm looking at, that's probably going to be the same thing. We're getting 1 of 8 random photo cards. And then the pre-order for these is also another random photo card. And again, photo cards are standard size. Hopefully you know how you're storing your photo cards at this point. I'm here to help with everything else. I'm leaving you to the wolves for your own photo cards. Okay, next is the compact version. So it looks like it's just gonna come in this like big envelope thing. I don't know how thick it's gonna be. I don't know if it's gonna have a spine to it. I hope it does. Please, JYP, Div 1, give me a spine. CD, little CD holder. And this is like the one thing. I have no idea how to store this one. So this comes with a trading card set, and they are 96 by 160. This is a bizarre size. Like when I was looking through all these inclusions to figure out what was what and where everything was, I basically had another tab open that I had the Meow Cafe website pulled up on so I could compare sizes. I can't find anything that's like reasonable to put these in. So if we have ideas or like you know anything that is this size, feel free to let me know in the comments because I cannot figure out what size these are actually going to be. They're weirdly big is what I'm trying to say. And important to note for this version is that the pre-order is the photo card. So if you want, again, the photo card is only going to come with the pre-order version. So once the pre-order sells out on the specific site, if they get a restock of it, you're not going to get the photo card. Again, like I've been saying for all of these other versions, Stray Kids sells like 1 million copies at minimum. And this is coming off the backs of a tour, so I'm sure there are new Stay all over. Meaning, please do not freak out. You're going to be able to find these cards. It's going to be okay. Okay, and finally, the one that everyone is really excited about, rightly so. I'm very excited about these. I may or may not have an OTA set of these already pre-ordered, so yeah, that was hefty. That was a lot of money. But I have an OTA set of the Skazoo coming. Well, I have 8 of them. The go is really big. Hopefully I get all 8 of them. Fingers crossed. But as far as I can tell on any website, buying 8 of them does not guarantee a full set. If anyone finds a website where that's true, maybe it is, but I can't find any site where it says if you buy 8 of them, you will receive 8 different ones. So I've done a group order for this. We should hopefully be seeing all 8 of them. These are gonna be really annoying to trade if not. Okay, as far as inclusions for it, obviously you get the little Skazoo keyring. These are 80 by 160. I'm also very curious, like, are they gonna have a front to them? Or are they just like a flat keychain? I don't know, unclear. I will be very excited to see these on release day, like of Stay getting them in Korea and unboxing them. I'm very interested to see these. Obviously there will be a couple versions that I'm not gonna have on release day, but I'll explain that later. So each of one of them is gonna come with an acrylic NFC charm. This is the album. So you're gonna scan this on your phone in an app. I think it's the Nemo's app. Yes, it is the Nemo's app. So you'll scan that and that's how you get the digital version of the album with this one. Each one is gonna come with a photo card set. I think it's really hard to tell based on these, obviously. I suspect these might be concept cards, but that's mealy mouth cynic me talking about photo card sets. You're never getting them as selfie cards, except for the first time we got them in Rockstar for the Nemo. Yeah, we didn't get those again for Hopper 8, so I suspect that these will be concept cards, but again, I'm working off of this preview, so I don't know. You get the Skazoo profile card. I assume that it's going to come with the actual one that you get. Again, I can't prove that though. I'm really hoping that they would give you the card for the actual Skazoo that you get. I don't know though. But these are 140 by 100, so these are pretty standard postcard size stuff. So these will fit in the A4+4 pockets, and again, also in the Ultra Pro 3 pockets. And then you get 1 out of 8 random photo cards, and then for pre-order, you also get 1 out of 8 random photo card. It looks like they're different concepts, but very hard to tell based on the images. It looks like they have like blue outfits on in these, and I don't know what that would be from. I also don't know what these black outfits are, but now that we've talked about all the album versions, oh, I forgot about the vinyls. Let's quickly talk about the vinyls. So because we can't do anything normally in K-pop, there are 3 versions of the vinyl. And not only are the pressings going to be different of the vinyl itself, like the plastic of the vinyl is going to be a different color, they are going to be different versions because of course they are. I will say the one thing that I am grateful for is that each of them looks like they're just going to come with like a group card. We're not doing, if we start doing random cards for vinyls, it's all over. I'm done. I'm tapping out. But at least looks like there's just one card and then you get like an image. It's probably like a folded poster, but the vinyls don't give me any details other than what you're looking at. So here's the vinyl. So like I said, there are 3 different colors. This is the crystal clear vinyl. So this one is a Target exclusive. So I feel so bad that K-pop companies do this, but like, I don't know how to get this if you're outside the US. I'm sure there are people hosting goes that you can like get it shipped to you, but this one is Target exclusive. The next one is the graphite vinyl. So this one was a Skiz Shop exclusive, which again is also US only, which I think is really annoying. I mean, I live in the US, so I can get these things, but I do always think it's really annoying that there are like millions of stay all over the world, and they just don't, they're like, we're not going to ship those to you. I don't know why. I wish they would. But this is the, like I said, the Skiz shop exclusive. I have one of these coming. I ordered it with my signed copies. I do have one of these. Will I cave and buy the other two? I haven't decided yet. And then this one is the clear sapphire version. So this is the one that is going to be everywhere. So you can get this anywhere. This isn't shop exclusive. This isn't country exclusive. This one is basically like the standard, quote, standard pressing that you're going to be able to get everywhere. And if you thought you were done just listening to me yap without doing anything, oh boy, were you wrong, because we have to talk about pre-orders. Okay, so how I have them in order, we're going to talk about the like US adjacent exclusives first. So there's Barnes & Noble, there's Target, and there's Walmart. Barnes & Noble this time, as opposed to the last, I think, 2 eras. This is a selfie card this time, or at least I think it's a solo member card. For the last couple eras, Barnes & Noble was a unit card, but it looks like we're getting 1 out of 8, so these are member cards. Can I tell if they're selfies or concept cards? I don't know. There are also a couple, Barnes & Noble being one of them. I don't know what this concept is as of yet, because there's nothing, this is Chan's, obviously. There is nothing with him in a red shirt yet. I don't know if we're still missing concept photos. I don't know if this is going to be like an MV thing. I don't know. So I can't tell you what concept that's going to be. However, the Target and the Walmart, I think, are the same concept because they've got that like bright blue background. So I think these are both going to be the Hooray concept, which is this one of them in these outfits. So Target is also going to be 1 out of 8. I'm curious to see if Target is going to be an actual selfie card, because for the past 3-4 eras, like possibly since 5-star, Target has been a concept. Well, not concept, but like it's a shot taken by someone else. I don't know if you'd call that a concept shot, but this looks like Chan's again. That looks really close to him to be a concept card. So I'm very curious to see what that will actually be. And then Walmart is 1 of 4, because Walmart is, again, the unit cards. I fear I might need the Walmart ones. Sometimes I feel insane because I feel like I'm the only person in the world who's like, yes, give me more unit cards. So those are the 3 US exclusives. Again, the Target vinyl is also exclusive to Target. And then we have all of the other events that have been announced so far. There is 9 to my knowledge. I think I've gotten everything figured out. So hopefully I can explain this to you. I've done a ton of research to figure out what everything is. So there's Everline, Apple Music, Makestar, Dear My Muse. There is a fans shop, there's a listening event, and then there's the fan shop pre-order, which are 2 different things. With Mew, Blue Dream Media, and then the Skazoo version has its own pop. So I'm going to try to rapid fire this because I know this video is already going to be long. I'm just hoping to cram it with all of the information you could possibly need about this comeback, in hopes that like it's an easy place to find it. For every shop, I'm going to tell you what versions you have to buy in order to get the cards. If there's any bonus stuff, obviously you're looking at Everline. I'm going to tell you how many you need to get that, and then based on what a bunch of other people are talking about, this was not knowledge that came from me. Stays know way more than I do about where different outfits are from, but I've, through the power of collective fandom knowledge, have written down what everyone thinks all of the like concepts are from, like when they took those actual photos. So let's do this rapid fire style. Everline, you have to buy the Ceremony or the Hooray version. Those are the photo book versions. I'm just going to be referring to them as the photo book versions from now on. So you can buy either one of the photo book versions, and then you get 1 card. If you buy 2, so if you buy a full set, which is 1 of each version, you get this ticket. So that's how you get that one. And this one, people think is from the DC soundcheck. So there's a lot, actually most of these are from, people think they're from various soundchecks from the Dominate tour. Apple Music, again, this is both of the photo book versions. If you buy a set of the photo book version, you will get 1 of these group cards. And trust, I will be hunting down all these group cards. Big fan of the group cards. Also the tickets, I think the ticket is really cute. And then this one, they think, is from London Day 2 soundcheck. So again, I'm saying these, feel free to go look up pictures on Twitter or whatever about what actual outfits each of the members was in. This one is Makestar. So this one's a lot of them. So you can get both photo book versions, the accordion version, the compact version, and the limited version. There are some stipulations to what's going on with that. So there is a group card that you can get. I think you have to buy 8 to get that group card. And that applies to everything except for the limited Karma version. So for the Ceremony, Hooray, Accordion, and Compact, if you buy 8, you get the group card. But if you buy the Karma version, you don't get that. I don't know why. That's just what the website says. I'm just presenting the information that the website has given me. And they think this one is from the Bleep MV, which we got the teaser for. I fear I will be buying these. If Chana's in that cowboy hat, I'm gonna need that card. I think IN is also in the cowboy hat. Yeah, I need those. I need cowboy hat skills. It's important to me. Apologize for my terrible writing. This preview didn't come with the actual printout of the website. So this one is Dear My Muse. So this one is both photo book versions, the accordion version. So those are the ones that you can buy to get this card. And then it doesn't say this on here, and it's very confusing on the website, but I think if you buy 8, you get a ticket. It does not have a preview of the ticket. I don't know. I have no idea if it's the same as like the Everline ticket. It could be. I don't know. Can't provide you that information. And the outfits for this one, New York City Day 1 sound check. Okay, so this one is one of the fans versions that I was talking about. So there are 2 of them. They're 2 different things. So this one specifically is for the listening event. Absolutely no idea what this outfit is from. I haven't seen anyone who's really sure about this one either, so just FYI. And this one is just the photo book versions. Okay, this one is With Mew, so this one is both photo book versions. And then this one they think is from Chicago Soundcheck. This is the only one where I'm pretty convinced they're actually holding something in it, because you can see every single one of the members, well, most of them, you can't see it in some of them, but like Seungmin, Hyunjin, Changbin, Chan, they all have this like yellow mark on them. My assumption would be they're holding some kind of sticky note. Can't confirm that for you. There's no like information that says, oh, it's this kind of card or anything. That is me just speculating. But I think they're holding something. I don't know what it is though. This one is Blue Dream Media. Again, had to write it on here. This one is the photo book versions, the accordion version, or the compact version. And then for this one, if you buy a set, which I think is 8, you get this bookmark, but only for the photo book versions and the accordion versions. I don't know why the compact version is included, but it's not. So only if you buy those versions and 8 of them will you get the bookmark. I feel like this is all needlessly confusing, Div 1. Why are we doing this? Okay, this one is the Skazoo Pob. So this one is the same across all sites. It does not matter where you pre-order it from. This is the card you're getting, which is, it's different from the pre-order card that's coming inside of it. This is a store one, which again, I know is very confusing. But again, does not matter what store you order this from. So if you want a specific Skazoo, just pick your favorite group order manager, join it, doesn't matter what store they order from. And then this one is basically all the versions. The limited Karma version, both photo book versions, the accordion version, and the compact version. I have no idea what these outfits are on. I think they're holding something. I just don't know what it is. Hi, so I'm gonna interrupt myself for a second. I'm back on Tuesday, the day after I filmed the first part, because I missed 5 events somehow. I have no idea how, but there's 5 more pre-order events that I'm here to tell you about. I figured 5 was probably enough that I needed to insert another clip. So we're missing Soundwave, Yes24, Music Korea, Music Plant, and Aladdin. This one is Music Plant. It's all versions, limited to photo books, accordion, and compact version. From what I can see, it looks like this is the Orlando soundcheck. And then if you buy a set, which looks to only be the photo books and then the accordion versions, you get a bookmark. It looks like all of the like bonus stuff for buying sets and stuff is kind of the same image, so keep that in mind. This one is Yes24. So again, this is all versions, limited photo books, accordion, compact. And the little description on the bottom here says it's like a Skazoo version image. I don't know what that means or like what that entails, but there's your description of the image. Next up is Soundwave. Again, all versions, and people are saying that this is the Toronto soundcheck. And I do actually have a less blurred image of this. I don't know why they released two versions, but anyway, it looks like they're holding like little hearts. I don't know if they're paper or like a piece of candy or something, but they look like little hearts. This one is Music Korea. So again, this is all versions of the album. And then from what I can see, people are thinking Atlanta soundcheck for the actual outfits. And then the final one here is Aladdin. So again, all versions of the album. And then pretty sure that these are images from the actual trailer for Karma. So that initial trailer that they released, this version, that's what these images are from. Now we are done. Let's go back to Past Me. Okay, I think that is everything as far as the stuff I have to show you on my iPad. We are also gonna write some sticky notes down and then set up for the photo cards in my binders. I don't entirely know what pre-orders I'm getting yet. I have kind of an idea, but I'm not gonna set up for those except for the Skazoo one, because obviously I have that one coming. Okay, I haven't actually counted like how many different photo cards that's are, so this will be interesting to go through and see just how many pages this is all gonna be. Apologize in advance for my kind of bad writing. If it makes you feel any better, I am doing this like super far away from me. It's the way I cut down on glare from reflections and stuff, so I don't have to edit up my face. But it does mean I'm writing like arm's length distance away from my body, so I'm already at a disadvantage here. I do also have white sleeves that I'm going to use as fillers for everything. I don't think I'm going to do those on camera just because I know this video is already really long. There's already a lot going on. I also don't know yet how I'm going to do these unit cards. My very irresponsible thought is that, well, I'm gonna have 3 unit cards, and then if I buy the 3 vinyls, then I have 3 group cards, and then we just need 3 other cards to put on the page. And it seems like there's like event group cards for a lot of the stores, so it's like, I think I can make this work. But that seems like an irresponsible thought. I don't know. TBD. I also really haven't decided yet what I will actually be buying day one. Because I think I want the Walmart version. But if history has taught me anything, it's that you can't really rely on getting the Walmart version like day of. So I think I'm gonna have to pre-order that, which means it won't get to me the first day. So I'm left with Barnes & Noble and Target. Wow, talking and writing and trying to think at the same time is not going perfectly. Because I don't think I need to be collecting OTA for Barnes & Noble and Target. That's like really expensive. I guess one of the things that I didn't look for is whether or not the Target vinyl comes with an actual Target card. I know for a fact the Barnes & Noble, like if you buy the clear sapphire version from Barnes & Noble, you do not get a Barnes & Noble card with it. It only comes with the photo book versions. But I don't know if that's true of the Target one as well. I'll try and put that somewhere on screen. So I think I'm going to do, well, I'll at least get one of each version so I can do both photo books. I just don't know how many of each I'm gonna get. It also depends on whether or not Target is like a selfie or a concept cardigan, because I didn't even do like an order for them. I didn't get them for Hop. I think I might have gotten them for 8, but I really don't like the cards. So we'll see. I don't live in an area that like, I've never had to fight for the albums. Except for Artemis. If you were here for Club Icarus, you know my struggle with those Barnes & Noble albums. I do at least have the graphite. Version coming. If I end up with the other 2 vinyls on day 1, I need you guys to look away. Just don't talk about it. I don't want to think about it. The other one that I know for sure I'm going to get, as in I'm going to order it right after I film this video, is Make Star. I don't know if I'm going to order it, like what version I'm going to order it with. Probably, because I need the Accordion, the Compact, and the Karma version. So those are the 3 that I need, like, to figure out what pop I'm ordering with them. I think I'll do the Accordion or the Compact to get the group card with this one, and then I'll probably do the Karma limited version from the fans shop, just because it's the only other one with a POB for the limited version. And then I think I'm going to do either Dear My Muse or Blue Dream Media for the... Whichever one I don't get from Make Star, I'll get from one of those 2. My only thing is I do kind of really want the With Mew ones, because if it is the Chicago soundtrack outfits, that was the show I went to. So I think it would be cool to have those. I guess I do kind of need probably at least one, because again, I don't think I plan on buying a full OT8 set from Barnes & Noble or Make Star. It's simply too expensive. I'm pretty sure that like at least Barnes & Noble is like $27. That's outrageous. That's insane. Like, what happened to albums being like $20? So, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna buy an OT8 set unless like they gotta be really cute. They would have to be like insanely cute. But Skiz doesn't do like themed cards. So they're probably not gonna be that cute. I don't know. This is the debate I'm having internally. So for right now, this is everything that I'm 100% sure I'm going to have at some point for this release. So look at that, we actually get to pull out a binder for this. Amazing. This is an outrageous amount of cards. So everything I have written down is 13 sets. I know I'm gonna be getting at least 2 more for the other POB sets I'm buying. I just haven't decided. I'll write them down at some point before the comeback and just do it off camera. That's a lot of sets. This is probably gonna be the end of this binder. I wonder how many sets the rest of these in here had, because they also had a lot. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. So Rockstar only had 7. We've made a jump. 1, I mean, 8 had 11, and I am including pobs in this. Well, I'm including like one pob. Oh, I guess I'm gonna put the units and the vinyl card on the same page. So I guess that's 12 pages. It's fine. There's so much going on for this. Oh, I also have, while we're here, not to make this like a storing video, but I finally, like I said in my last storing video, I did finally make this so we could put this in here. So I have both of my little dividers. Which means that Hop is officially done before Karma, which is exciting. It's not by much. We didn't make it that close. We're cutting it real close here. Okay, like I said, I'm gonna put the white fillers in this afterwards because this video is long enough. I don't need to talk anymore. I'm also filming this during my lunch break, and it's like I'm running up on time here. As far as like ordering them, I will like make changes if it's necessary for the flow of the binder actually after we see them. After we actually see what the cards look like, I can change them around. I'm just throwing them all in here for right now. Actual photo cards. You remember when we had like a normal amount of photo cards? Do you remember when we got more than one photo card in a single album? Can we go back to doing that? Like, I'm not necessarily opposed to having this many versions, but like if we're gonna have this many versions, can we just like repeat some photo cards across versions, please? To my knowledge, that's everything right now. Again, there will be a couple more pod sets in here once I figure out what I'm actually ordering, and we'll go from there. Thank you so much for watching this video. Hopefully it was helpful in some capacity. I did a lot of looking things up beforehand, so hopefully it's like a streamlined way for you to figure out what's going on this comeback. Happy comeback countdown. See you next week for actual unboxing. Bye everyone.